What is it that scared Penguin? Arundhati asked back then. So, what is it that scared Arundhati now? Intimate details like buying her mother a bra, her descriptions of her aging body, and bathing her. Why would someone with a booker on her shelf choose a Zionist publishing house? It's not like she needs Penguin to boost her sales. This is the first video on my YouTube channel, and I plan on using this space to discuss books, art, political commentary, feminism, everything. Today, we are reviewing Arundhati Roy's memoir, Mother Mary Comes to Me. It was published just last month by Penguin Random House India, and she is criticized for that a lot. We will get into that later. The hardcover has this beautiful gilded moth, which is very symbolic. It stands for life, transformation, and vulnerability, all the themes that run through this. In this memoir, Roy takes us through her chaotic childhood, growing up with a toxic mother, and her journey becoming a Booker Prize winning author we know today. There are also mentions of her activism, the sedition she faced, and her work with Naxals, and her overall personality arc. I picked this book up because I've always been intrigued by what shapes people like Arundhati Roy. And this book does give you some real insights on how she became what we know today. In the beginning, this book feels like it's going to be about Mary Roy and the legacy she left behind, her work for women's rights and inheritance. But a few chapters in, it becomes clear that this isn't a biography of Mary Roy, but it's just Arundhati Roy trying to make sense of her own life, working through the emotional pain of growing up with a mother whom she describes like an airport with no runway. You could never land. She writes about her mother using her chronic asthma as a form of control, warning her children that even a slight misbehavior might lead to a fatal attack. Interestingly, Mary Roy is not even on the cover, even though the whole book revolves around Mary Roy. It's raw and vulnerable, and honestly, it's a bit jarring. And then there are these uncomfortable, intimate details like buying her mother a bra, her descriptions of her aging body, and bathing her. And there's the ugly P word, privilege. There was a hill house, family factories, and land. Roy grew up with wealth that shaped her opportunities, the posh education, the social capital. But it's also important acknowledging that wealth does not cancel out emotional pain. The book makes that pretty clear, the pain, neglect, and emotional trauma, even in a privileged household. Now let's address the elephant in the room and the reason why most of you clicked on the video. Penguin is the same publisher Arundhati Roy criticized for removing Wendy Doinger's book The Hindus under right-wing pressure. What is it that scared Penguin? Arundhati asked back then. So what is it that scared Arundhati now? It's worth questioning. Some people online have also raised concerns about Penguin's alleged investments in Israel. Why would someone with a Booker on her shelf choose a Zionist publishing house? It's not like she needs Penguin to boost her sales. I think people who already know Arundhati Roy and are interested in understanding her life would love this book. It does not go deep into her political work. Like there are some mentions, ऐसा नहीं है, but it's not the main focus. Instead, it's about how politics, family, and trauma shapes a person. Her writing style is beautiful as always. She does go back and forth a lot, which can be disorienting, but it was fine for me. So I guess it depends on the reader. Sorry, I guess it depends on the reader. Overall, I'll give this a 4 stars. It's deeply personal, it's interesting. Roy's writing is as sharp and poetic as ever. And if you're someone who's fascinated by this deeply personal, messy relationship we share with our parents, especially with our mothers, you might even find it relatable. Let me know in the comments if you've read it, if you're planning to read it, and what do you think about the memoirs that confront family dysfunction directly.